We're learning more tonight about one Rhode Island town's efforts to combat mosquito-borne illness. As we first reported yesterday, aerial larvicide spraying will take place tomorrow from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Chapman Swamp in Westerly and the area adjacent to Hespar Drive, seen right here on the Pinpoint News Tracker. Mosquitoes trapped there last year tested positive for West Nile virus, and in previous years, the DEM found mosquitoes there infected with EEE. And today we learned the DEM is teaming up with Save the Bay to cut down on mosquito breeding grounds on Misquamicut Beach. Eyewitness News reporter Pete Mangione joins us now with the details that are new at 5.
Sometimes spraying is used for mosquito control, but in Westerly they're doing a whole lot of digging. This crew is busy digging to drain a marsh. Specifically, they are going after the many small, stagnant pools of water that sit here on the Winnipeg Salt Marsh, just off Misquamicut Beach.
These are very shallow. They get very warm in the summertime. They can get very salty, and they are great areas for mosquitoes to lay their eggs.
Save the Bay, Wenley Ferguson, along with the DEM, and the town of Westerly are hoping that this will reduce future mosquito populations. This is especially important with growing concern over EEE and other mosquito-borne illnesses. But draining the ditches is not just about bug control.
What happens when water is trapped on a marsh, the marsh slowly begins to degrade and sink.
That's because the marsh grass and other vegetation can't survive if they are constantly underwater. Ironically, the stagnant water pools were formed in part because of ditches dug in the 1930s in an effort to control mosquitoes. Now the ditches have formed dams, trapping a lot of the water. Ferguson says the high marsh has actually been reduced 30%.
This marsh was not keeping up with sea level rise. It was actually doing the opposite. It was sinking.
A sinking marsh is bad news not only for mosquito control, but also birds who use the marsh for feeding. I'm meteorologist Pete Mangione, Eyewitness News.